This is a show that will blow your mind, but it might not. It all depends. Do you like breakfast and a book with a friend? Hello, guys. I am so excited to be back for breakfast and a book with Swallow. What? You guys, I had to skip a day because we had stuff to take care of. Plus, I've been recording Reboot It nonstop. The new Reboot It is out. We rebooted the Power Rangers, and it was excellent. You guys should definitely check it out because our Reboot It channel is friggin' awesome. I'm pausing and chatting and being odd right now because I'm waiting for the people to show up on Facebook so I can interact with them while I'm eating waffles and talking about a book. I'm gonna spin in my chair and knock all this stuff over because I'm a nut. You guys, we had a faux pas. We made a mess. Well, it's not that big of a mess. How's it going? So, we got the tea. We've got the most important thing, breakfast. There's waffles. We got waffles. Oh, I'm gonna show you. I made two different types of waffles. Very healthy, you guys. Very healthy sandwiches that we're having here. So healthy. We're just the healthiest type of waffles available, you guys. It's crazy, so check it out. Huh? One with syrup and butter, and one with peanut butter and jelly and butter. Could anything be more healthy than that? I think not. That's right, you guys. I got one healthy one. That's the peanut butter and jelly one. That's the healthy one. And then one with just syrup. I'm basically eating dessert for breakfast. Who decided this was breakfast stuff? Geniuses. That's who. That's right. So I did what you're supposed to do. What you shouldn't do, probably. I'm taking one bite of the waffle with syrup, and I'm going to take one bite with the waffle and peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, you guys, should we get crazy? Should we get crazy and take syrup on the peanut butter and jelly one? Yeah. Let's see what happens, guys. Will this be terrible? Probably not. Delicious, guys. So, my roommate Alex, she says technically peanut butter is healthy. It's got the healthy fats. So see, guys, I'm being healthy. Only I'm putting strawberry preserves on it. That's right, I mixed them up. I'm getting crazy. So you guys, this is the book DC Universe Inheritance by Devin Grayson. I think I might have put Kevin Grayson, so that's incorrect. Devin Grayson. This book is pretty fun. I'm going to read you the back and then I'll open somewhere. We'll read that. The back is metahumans, aliens, magical entities, or mortals driven by iron wills. Superheroes, renegades, or villains out for justice, vengeance, or cash. Whether legendary, infamous, or little known, these extraordinary beings are the true champions of the DC Universe. That's the way the DC sets up this. Batman, Green Arrow, Aquaman, Nightwing, Arsenal, Tempest. A gunshot shatters the Gotham Knight as Slade Wilson, the superhuman killer for hire Deathstroke, fails to assassinate the young son of a visiting Quarak dignitary. Now 3 legendary crime fighters, Batman, Green Arrow, and Aquaman, and the 3 conflicted heroes who had once been their loyal sidekicks, join forces to stop Slade and those who hired him. But as the hunt stretches across continents, opening lost memories and old wounds, it turns into a desperate race against time for Deathstroke is but one player in a plot to destroy all of Gotham. Pretty intense, huh? I love this novel for a couple of reasons. Have you read any Orson Scott Card? Yes, I've read some Orson Scott Card. I'll do Red Prophet tomorrow. Orson Scott Card. I'll talk about Orson Scott Card tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. Friday, because it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Friday, I will talk about Orson Scott Card. I have Ender's Game somewhere, but I don't know where it is because some of my books are still packed up. So we could probably talk about Ender's Game because Ender's Game is technically his best series. His whole group of those books are pretty awesome. But this one, we're talking about this one today, you guys. DC Universe. You got Batman. You got Green Arrow. You got Aquaman. Aquaman talks with fishes, you guys. Come on. Also, by the way, I know my hair needs to be cut. I may do a video of me cutting my own hair. Here's the thing. A lot of people out there have been freaking out like, I need to go to a barber. I've been cutting my own hair all of my life because I haven't had money. So what do? You cut your own hair like a grown-up. Of course, you could go to like the super cheap place and get a bowl haircut because that's what they give you. If you go to Supercuts, you get a bowl haircut. That's what you get. That's it. But yeah, sometime this week I may, or next week I may give the sides a trim and trim the top, and I'll even show you doing my back. Carol Newell says he's my favorite author. Oh, hey, yeah. Orson Scott Card's your favorite author, like all-time favorite? That's cool. It's a good author. Very creative. Mormon, not sure how I feel about that. Said a couple dumb things about gay people back in the day. And then when he said those dumb things, he was like, be tolerant to people. So that part, not a huge fan of. But his books, very good. There's actually a couple of Mormon writers who are great. Brandon Sanderson and Orson Scott Card. Anyways, it's funny how people who come from a made-up religion are good at making up stories. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, huh? Okay. So, let's open up to the middle of the book. As you guys know, I love to open to the middle of the book when I'm looking for a book that I don't know well. This is a DC Universe book. I just took a chance and bought it because I figured that DC isn't hiring crap-ass writers and probably just got someone cool to put together a good story. How cool would that be, by the way, if you were a creative type? You're like writing different books and mysteries or this or that, and then someone's like, hey, I read this book and I was thinking maybe you would write a Batman book for us, and then you're like, what? You mean I got to tell a Batman story? All right, sounds good. Alex says, I cut mine in Stouties. I could easily wear a mask and do yours, although I do think it'll be quite enjoyable to watch you try to do it yourself. I'm actually do my hair all the time. Carol says she also likes Stephen King. I'm not going to smack talk because it's all positive on this. Yeah, she says she's not fond of the Mormon thing, but the guy's good. So what are you going to do? Good writer's a good writer. I am not a fan of Stephen King. If anytime anybody wants to ask why, message me. We'll chat about it. I probably just need to read something that is more in my realm because, all right, I'll just tell you. My problem with Stephen King is no plot or no plot movement. I read 350 pages of The Stand. Or was it The Stand? Yeah. And it's just like nothing happens. It's just descriptions of people having a bad time for 350 pages. And I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. I like plot movement. I like things to start happening rather than just 300 pages of like, here's how this person died in a horrible way. Here's how this person died in a horrible way. Check out how this person, they're a very nice person, but they died in a horrible way. I don't need to see that. I just need some plot movement. I want to find out why they're dying. That can take some time, but I want somebody to try to find it out. Anyways, back to this. It was a bummer, but maybe it's just one book that I read. So Oh, here we go. Nightwing moved stealthily down a single flight of stairs, then peered out into the fourth-floor hallway, which was more brightly lit than the fifth had been. He fished a small electronic device out of his right gauntlet, listened for the elevator to arrive and open on the lower floor, then snapped the device onto the plaster overhead, positioning it carefully against the side of the closest ceiling light. Crouching in the stairwell, he activated the night vision setting in his eye mask, while an electromagnetic breaker cut power to the central hallway lighting and the elevator controls. He smiled as he heard Green Arrow's quiet footsteps approach him from the lower landing. "You can see in the dark, can't you?" Green Arrow was whispering into the radio link, but Nightwing motioned for him to get down and stay quiet. He pointed at an apartment door just to the right of the serial marked 4E and indicated that they should move up into the hallway and flank it before utilizing it as their point of entry. Ah, see? Tough. Reason behind deaths is much more interesting than simple death itself. Exactly! So basically, this is a great story about proteges and prodigy and the importance of mentoring. Honestly, these three guys have the three sidekicks who all become heroes in their own right. Nightwing is been raised by Bruce to be the greatest and put on untold pressures on, and he eventually has to leave because Bruce is just a little too intense for him. Even though he loves the superhero game, he just can't. The way Bruce is just, it's too much. And he's great on his own. Arsenal is a little bit different. Arsenal has like different problems, goes through some goes through some different issues and stuff like that. And same with Tempest, at least in the books. It's super interesting to see this. They also have like Green Arrow and Nightwing work together, and then like Tempest and Batman work together, and then Aquaman and Arsenal work together. So like, they all kind of mix their sidekicks and go on this big adventure, and it is a fun read and a quick read. It's your normal 320 page book, so bam, right there, DC Universe. Definitely worth a read. I would do it if I were you. If you got nothing else to do this month, you still got a couple of weeks till you are forced to go back to a job, perhaps. Pandemic is maybe, or at least the economy is opening. We will still have to be cautious and practice social distancing, wear masks out in public, do all the right stuff to make sure that you don't spread the sickness to other people and you don't get it yourself as well. Alex says, I like that they focus more on the sidekicks in this book. Enjoy the relationships between heroes and their sidekicks. Yeah, I like that too, especially because, these guys are all heroes in their own right. And a lot of times you say the sidekick, like in high school, I was the sidekick to my buddy Lance. Some of you listening may actually know Lance Smith. He's my best friend, good dude. But literally he was like a cool, liked dude. And I was his weird buddy who like hung out with him, and was sometimes entertaining. And we grow up in our own rights and do our own thing. Lance is now an actor for an equity house in San Diego, so he's an actual paid actor. I am a guy talking to you about books on the internet, and I tell jokes. So that's you never know where you're gonna go, and that's the whole point of this book as well. By the way, it's to that each individual can choose their own path, and that path can be the right path for them. It doesn't have to be the path that your mentor chooses for you. So, pretty cool. Alex says, sometimes sidekicks have the better stories and better personalities anyways. That's actually somewhat true. I would agree. Sometimes they do, because I would say that some of these heroes can't change much. You can't have a huge arc with Batman, because Batman's focus and character require that he basically stays the same all the time. But Nightwing can change and improve and get moodier or get less moody or happier, stuff like that. So that's an interesting thing to explore, and you can do that with sidekicks a little bit easier than you can do with main heroes. So anyways, I think that's it. That was DC Universe Inheritance with Devin Grayson. I want to thank you all for listening to Breakfast and a Book with Swallow. And stay safe out there. If you're having a good time watching this, you should check out the other stuff that I do. Nerd Goat podcast with Ed Greer from Screen Junkies. We talk about people's favorite fictional character of all time. Right now, we're like not really having guests because we're doing this through Skype. As soon as we get back, we'll be getting some guests on. But we talked about John McClane last week. So this Monday, the podcast, well, this past Monday, 2 days ago, was John McClane. And it was really, really fun. So check out our Nerd Goat podcast. If you want to support, you can go to patreon.com/nerdgoatpodcast. Sign up, get extra podcasts and art from Ed and Ron. That's me, and producer Bill. Producer Bill is on our show, and producer Bill is very smart and great to listen to, talk to. He's got a fantastic voice, like this fantastic voice, huh? Yeah. Anyways, and then you can also check out Reboot It on the YouTubes. We rebooted Power Rangers recently, and I think this is one of the best ones we did. We really came up with something good on this, so check it out. And everyone stay safe out there. Again, one more time to close it out. Thank you very much for letting me entertain you with my silly show called Breakfast and a Book with Swallow. Bye.